Definitely, definitely. We back. But this one is for one of my favorite YouTubers, Diddy Conway. That if for y'all that don't know, I did a couple of reactions to his videos. Um that was mostly like the crash out ones and stuff like that. Make sure you check that out on the on my channel. Uh but this one is top six worst fictional friends too. Um Basically this whole thing is like about movie friends. He basically count is a countdown of friends that was in movies that made like bad decisions that are worst friends to have. You know what I'm saying, in movie scenes, and he discussed of why they're a bad friend. Not just he tells you the character and discuss why they're a bad friend in the situation that they was in. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. Shout out to DD Conway on some shit too. Real talk. I fuck with you, brother.
What's up, y'all? It's DD Conway, and for about 2 weeks I've been gone, but I've been sick and recovering. I'm good
Huh.
now, but while I was gone, we hit 21,000 subscribers. I want to thank God.
Bro. Bro. That's big, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm glad you feel better, bro. On some shit though, cause I wonder when he was gonna drop some more videos. I'm like, hey, but he been sick. But that's kind of like my goal. Well, that's my goal, but it's even further. You know what I'm saying? Because we try to get that button plaque. You feel me? Like real talk, we gotta get that button plaque, the gold and the silver. Like real talk.
God forgive me to this point, and I want to thank every one of you, the subscribers, all my viewers.
I like how he thanked God first and then thank his subscribers and his viewers because that's the way I am. Because with God, I put God first in anything, but also I put the people that support me as well. So, and I do support. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I was drinking last night, and whatever that shit was, that shit had me heavy, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I'm appreciative of my supporters and my subscribers. Like for real. Even though the people that been here for the longest and the people that just coming in, you know what I'm saying? Like real talk. I definitely appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you,
What the
thank you,
fuck?
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
From those that have been here since day one to those that are just now getting here, each and every
Right,
one of you are
exactly.
appreciated.
Exactly.
There's more to come. DD Conway hoodies, DD Conway graphic tees coming soon. Now, this video is
And I got that coming up too. Like I definitely got merch coming up. So real talk. And I dropped if y'all haven't seen two of the logos I did, go into my community tab and see the posts. I got two of them put up. And for y'all that didn't see it.
Fictional Friends 2, where we'll look at even more fictional characters that were terrible friends. Like, share, subscribe.
Mhm.
Hit the hype button on this video. Let's get it.
Smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted living. It's Gucci. Living's on the chain with the V cuts. Living's on the
Remember the Titans is a typical story of white folks being furious as hell that they have to walk the same grounds as niggas
Mm.
until they realize that they good at sports.
Now you can tell me what you want. I can make sure you wait here all day. Now how can I help you?
I would like to become a legal guardian.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
One of the greatest sports movies of all time for sure, but I couldn't help but watch this and trip out at the fact that the character Ray was a terrible friend.
You're out.
What?
I'm not gonna let you play for this team anymore.
Oh, yeah, Jerry Lewis. Gonna go and tell Coach Kuhn what to do just like last time?
You are racist.
That is a fact. That is a fact. Um, dude was really racist. Like And I understand the time period of that movie of Remember the Titans, but it was some people in there that came to conclusion of okay, we all don't have to be like this, but his character, oh yeah, he was letting that go.
This young albino prairie dog looking ass nigga is a terrible friend. He put his best friend in a position to have to kick him off the team because he was missing blocks. And he was missing blocks because the people he was blocking for was black.
Mm-hmm.
Mama, is Massa gonna sell us tomorrow? Yes, yes, yes.
Everyone all together just breaking barriers and
I
shit.
remember that movie
And then
too.
racist Ray actively trying to sabotage the team. Do you know how racist you have to be for other races to look at you like you the one tripping? Terrible
Right.
friend.
Right.
Ray had a duty to at least Bertier, his best friend. He had a duty to him to at least give 100% to try to win. Even if he didn't play for anybody else on that team, especially the black folks, he should have kept Bertier in mind. It's
Right.
college coaches everywhere when you get to the high school scene. So you putting everybody at risk of being hurt, even your best friend. Terrible friend. When we talk about friends, you expect a friend to tell you the truth at all times, even if they know that said information they're going to reveal hurts. You don't expect said friend to hold the information in for their own selfish reasonings. In the movie ATL, the character Esquire finds out that his best friend girlfriend really isn't the hood star that she.
I totally agree with this. Before he even get into it, because if you see ATL, you know that scene. And honestly, I felt like, I mean, even though he did the right thing in the whole situation, but at the beginning of the situation, I would have told. Real talk, like it just, I would have told Rashad. Plain and simple. But he did.
Betrays.
You got a Picasso in your house.
I'm rich, bitch!
Searching for this
whole
video, many
Picasso.
people say that Esquire was looking out for his future. That's why he didn't give the information up right away. Because Nunu did threaten to snitch on him to her dad so that she could get his letter of recommendation taken away. And to that I say,
Whore.
man, stop making excuses for Esquire. Bruh is a terrible friend. He should have told Rashad the truth. This trail mix razor skin ass nigga was selfish and spent a good amount of the movie hating on Nunu before we even found out Nunu was fake.
Ghetto, man. Yeah, boy. Shut your ass over. Who this?
No. Always a pleasure meeting new people.
Rashad was telling me how Nunu is this and Nunu's so real.
I am real.
You ain't shit. You really want to be ghetto. I don't like you. Really don't. Bought a cheap ass necklace for Nunu. What?
Teriyaki turd nuggets eating ass nigga. How you despise her so much and you
Teriyaki
spend this
nut
whole
eating ass
time
nigga,
riding
that's crazy.
coochie that you find out that she's fake and you don't say nothing to your best friend, knowing that he does value being real.
Please believe that.
You're not saying anything to him. And I'm not telling my dad about you. If I tell him where you're from, you're done.
Is that a threat?
Call it what you want. I gotta tell him in my own way.
And that's all the more reason I would have left and told. It would have been
Facts.
nothing to tell your friend the truth. It would have been nothing to drop some type of hint, something, just letting them know. Or straight up telling them what the situation is and letting him know, hey, she said she was going to tell you. Let her tell you. Don't say nothing. But he didn't do that. And the icing on the cake to let you know that this man is a terrible friend is this scene right here.
Came to give you this back.
Did I make an error somewhere?
Bitch ass yucca!
Y'all can't make me see it no other way. Bro went and snitched on himself, didn't even have to. But it gave Nunu the type of hate that make me feel like he was really jealous and wanted her, but she said no. You withheld this information from your day one just to go tell on yourself in the end. Esquire was trying to smell that mook.
Can I get some coochie? Please, can I get some coochie? Woo!
We all usually know what type of friends that we have. And I personally would never want my friend that I know is a hoe to have any type of relationship with my sibling, especially if I had a sister.
Luke, grab that little hoe.
In the movie Bad Boys 2, we got to watch Martin Lawrence's character Marcus deal with
I already know where he going with it. That scene where that's when he found out that he was messing with his sister. Oh my god! But that's true. He definitely was a bad friend for that. Like real talk.
this exact type of scenario when he finds out that his best friend and ladies man, Mike Lowry, admits to possibly giving his sister the tube steak.
Remember I was supposed to come home? But I didn't.
We went out on a date. 5, actually. We never seen each other.
Out of respect for you, Marcus, nothing happened.
Hey, Mike, why you tripping, man?
No, want to make sure that you was cool with it.
Doesn't matter what I think, Hey, I had to find out like this, right? Don't matter.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Weenie dog skin eating ass nigga, you should have been the first one to speak up about this situation. Yes, his sister should have told him, to be honest with you, but she was being spiteful, so that's expected. Knowing this, Mike should have spoke up. He's a terrible friend because he kept silent about this, specifically given his history with women.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
1, 2, 3, I think.
That's his
What
partner, little
the
sister.
fuck,
You
man?
know he probably wouldn't have wanted you to.
What Didi Conway? Where you be finding these memes at? Like some of them I know, but some of them I don't know. I never heard of that one. That was crazy.
Talking to her. And I feel that there's an obligation to speak up because you already crossed the boundary knowing how he holds his sister in a high regard. Couple that with the fact that Mike put Marcus in so many unnecessary situations of danger and almost getting killed. It wouldn't have mattered if she held a gun to Mike's face and said, hey, don't tell. He should have spoke up and told the truth about being with Marcus' sister. At number
That's
3, I
fact.
used to actually want to be like this.
He really should have did that, but at the same time, that's like the whole Scarface friend Manny and his sister Gina. They should have told. Oh my god, I think that was in part 1. But yeah, that's definitely true. Real talk.
This dude. Young me will watch this movie so many times. I dreamed of getting to high school and experiencing something like this. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is still one of my favorite movies ever. I used to watch this thinking everyone was
I seen that before, but I mean, it's not one of my favorite ones. But it was cool. It was cool back then.
having the time of their life just to realize Ferris was a terrible friend to Cameron, specifically the whole time.
Definitely.
No. No! Ferris, forget it. You're just gonna have to think of something else. I put my foot down. How about we run a nice Cadillac? My treat!
Nigga, run that fade. Win, lose, or draw. You like Pokemon, I gotta catch them all.
This man had no respect for Cameron at all, dog. I used to watch this movie wondering how he just let Ferris take his pop's car with no real pushback. Way he would have got his ass whooped if it was my pop's car is crazy, dog. Me and Ferris wouldn't and couldn't be friends after this. And I would have had to be him just at the thought of what my pops was gonna do to me for letting somebody get near that car.
Suck it, nigga!
Bruh,
that would get me every time.
is one of the most selfish people ever. Plenty of people thought he was just a fun dude. His friend is sick in the bed, and the man pulls the man out of bed basically to not care about a thing that he's saying, steal his pop's Ferrari, and drag him along for the ride. Bruh, I don't care that he helped his depressed friend. The way he went about it was insanely garbage. Nigga, if you list everything he could be charged with, you probably think Buddy was a terrorist.
Right.
Imagine you end up in a horror movie because one of the girls in your friend group keeps simping over another girl that doesn't like her or coochie no more in general. That would suck.
Suck it, nigga!
But that's exactly what happened in the Fear Street series with the character Dina.
Dina!
I never seen this movie before. I never seen that one. I might have to go watch it and see what they talking about though, for real talk.
What? You know,
Oh, fuck.
Stop the fight!
Dina is the worst friend ever, bruh. Fear Street is about a group of teenagers that lived in a cursed town that discover a centuries-old witch curse is behind a string of brutal murders in their area. The only reason why any of this happens is because Dina's ex ends up bleeding on the witch's bones, causing her to come back and possess Dina's ex. Slowly. Why did she bleed on the bones, you ask? Because Dina was being a simp about some coochie that wasn't hers no more.
And I know that douchebag out there was squeezing your ass. You broke up with me. What's his name? You broke up with me. What's his name, Sam? The dude. Stop groping you. Stop touching you.
That's not your bitch, that is ours.
And cottage cheese daiquiris drinking ass nigga, you broke up.
I said cottage cheese dairy drinking ass. No. No. That is wild. That nigga said cottage cheese dairy drinking that. Ball up. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
You broke up with me. What's his name, Sam? The dude. Stop groping you. Stop touching you.
That's not your bitch, that is ours.
And cottage cheese daiquiris drinking ass nigga, you broke up with her to go carpet munch elsewhere. Move on, G. Dina couldn't do that at all. How you mad that you broke up with her and she getting touched on by somebody else? Get your lemon pepper donuts eating ass back. You should have just left her alone, because after this scene, Dina really set everyone up around her for failure.
Dina. What? You know. Stop! Stop the fight!
Toilet bowl cleaner tongue ass nigga. Damn near just caught 2 bodies. That scene caused them to crash, where her ex eventually ended up bleeding on the witch's bones, causing that slow possession. Dina's for sure one of the worst, because her actions led her friends to be put front and center into a horror movie. Think about that. How mad would you be if you found out a spirit is trying to off you because your friend is out her mind about a girl that she broke up with? What makes it 10 times worse is 2 friends got sent to the fucking gulag. Dina got her friends on a one-way spirit flight to heaven, nigga, no respawns. There comes a point where the ex could have sacrificed herself and she was willing to do it, but Dina, booty flavored graham crackers eating ass, had the nerve to say no, which eventually led her friends to death in the end. All of this is over some mook she willingly broke up with. Terrible friend.
That's crazy word.
The next character on this list is my number 1.
I'm definitely gonna have to watch that movie. I don't really like watching horror movies like that, but it just got me interested in it now, like real talk.
One character is a character that pisses me off anytime I think about friends in horror movies. It's the character Juno from The Descent. When I see women,
that's another one I've never seen before, but continue, brother.
Argue about this character and they make the argument that she wasn't that bad, I look at y'all sideways and I believe you got the meanest set of miles on your coochie.
Oh,
Sister's been through a lot.
A dick.
The Descent is a claustrophobic horror film about a group of women who go cave exploring, only to become trapped deep in the underground cave with monsters that'll skull fuck the life out of you if you.
Question: why do people go caves? Like, because I see a lot of videos where people, go and do that, and then sometimes they don't make it out. So it's like, is that considered suicide in a way? Because it's like you risking your life of basically not coming back, or something in them caves doing something. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know what's in that. So it's exploring for a reason, but it's like at the same time, it's like I don't think I would take that risk. Like, nah. But drop in the comments if y'all know why people do it.
You come across them. Now let's talk about why Juno is trash and a terrible friend. For one, she invited everyone down to a cave. She was originally supposed to lead them to a cave where everyone knew about it. It was a mapped out cave and they probably couldn't get lost in it. When it was time to go through the cave, she took them through another cave that never had been mapped out, which is dangerous as hell.
So hold on. So So she misled them to another cave. Wow. So you did your research on the first cave that y'all was supposed to originally go to, and you take them somewhere else. Yeah, that's like playing with livelihood, like for real, because it's like you don't care about my life. You know what I'm saying? It seems like maybe she was trying to dead all the friends off on some shit. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what happened, but that's crazy. That's crazy and suicidal as hell. Like that's weird. That's murder.
There's 3 ways in and out. This is just one of them. Isn't that right, Juno? Juno, that's right, isn't it? You checked the book? I didn't bring it. What?
The fuck?
What the fuck is you talking about?
Fuck was that?
I'm immediately strike one because Invisible Lips ass little girl. Why would you bring your friends through a?
Nigga said invisible lips ass girl. Hey, that boy jokes me crazy.
Cave system that's uncharted. That's dangerous as hell. Before we
Facts.
get into that, let's rewind real quick.
Okay.
That white lady you see crying just got into a wreck. She lost her husband and her daughter. That's Juno's best friend. Now Juno's in the back crying her eyes out, and she just abruptly leaves, not to be heard from again for a few years. Tell her wipe.
Hold on. Time out. So your friend, family just got into a wreck. You leave and not be seen from years later? That's crazy work. Cause it's like, what was the whole narrative of even coming if you was gonna leave? That's definitely a bad friend. Like real talk.
Now Juno's in the back crying her eyes out, and she just abruptly leaves, not to be heard from again for a few years. But tell her wipe her tears. We ain't trying to hear all that shit. Juno, get your dingy eyeball ass back. All them weak ass tears.
Eyeball ass. Get your dingy eyeball ass back.
Juno was crying, then went ghost on her best friend. Come to find out, you went ghost because you was getting throat punched by her husband the whole time.
All right, motherfucker.
Wow. Wow. So and believe it or not, stuff like that goes on today. Like real talk.
Let's get it on. I'm here to exercise your bitch, man.
Bruh, she turned friend of the family into a hands-on role and went ghost because she was mourning the death of her best friend's husband, who she was having an affair with.
That's crazy.
Now that piece of information is out the way, let's fast forward back to the cave.
That made me look at her character completely different. And from what he was saying in the beginning of them exploring the cave, from original cave to the cave that they went through, that says a lot. And then for the fact you ain't been I ain't heard from you in years. Oh hell no, we ain't friends at that point. Like, nah.
Going through an uncharted cave, you might as well commit suicide.
Basically.
See, Juno is dangerous because the movie portrays her as someone that we should have sympathy for. I have zero sympathy for her. And strike three is the fact that she accidentally killed one of the friends while they were trying to make their way out of the cave against the monsters. She is one of the worst people a friend can have. All of this is her fault, and I swear if she was a real person, bro, I would spit in her face on some extremely disrespectful shit. I was happy in the end when the friend that she betrayed, Sarah, when she left her ass behind. Booty flavored cornflakes eating that nigga.
Booty flavored.
Can't do it. Over with. OV.
Smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted.
Hey, but I'm gonna have to watch that one too. I'm gonna have to watch that one too. That's crazy work though for the fact that she did that. And the fact that she left her for dead too. Hold on. Matter of fact, hold up. What's the name? What's the name of the movie? Cause I might go look up that scene real quick. I'm gonna go look up that scene real quick. Cause let's see.
One character is a character that pisses me off anytime I think about friends in horror movies. It's the character Juno from The Descent.
The Descent. Okay, let's see. Hold on. We gonna go look up that. We gonna go look up that scene. Okay, all right. Hold on. Let's see. Hold up. I don't think this is it. Hold on. I don't think that's it. Hold on. Oh, he got two endings. Hold on. Let me see if they got a short. Let's see. Oh,
The Descent. So, a year after the tragic death of her husband and daughter in a car accident, still grieving, Sarah goes on a recuperate splunking adventure with a group of outdoorsy girlfriends. While they're exploring a particularly claustrophobic passage in an unexplored cave system, rockfall blocks their only way out, and as if being trapped miles beneath the surface of the earth with little hope or rescue wasn't terrifying enough, it soon transpires that the group weren't alone when they find the caves are also inhabited by a subterranean humanoid creature, Juno in the leg with a pickaxe, which is pretty understandable given the circumstances, and leaves her for dead. But then she falls down a hole and is briefly knocked unconscious. She quickly awakens, however, to see daylights and manages to escape the caves hysterically. She finally reaches the car and drives away only to be startled by the ghostly apparition of Juno sitting next to her. Now, if you've only seen the American version, here's where the movie ends, which is a good enough jump scare ending. But the original British cut had an ending that was far more depressing. This scene cuts back to the cave where Sarah awakens having dreamt of her escape, and the camera pans out as we hear the screeching creatures advance. The Descent. So, a year after the tragic death of her husband.
that's crazy work. I don't know. I might go look at the movie, but I definitely want to watch that other movie he was talking about too. But yeah, y'all, that was a crazy. But y'all drop in the comments if y'all ever seen any of the movies he was talking about, or even know anything about the characters. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which one was your least favorite? You know what I'm saying? The situation, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I hate them all, to be honest with you, because that was crazy for what all of them did. Period. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah. But who y'all drop in the comments? Who y'all hate the most out of this list? And yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later on.